One God whom we must all fear, inviting people towards Allah. His name is Muhammad Mustafa. His name is Muhammad.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello, everybody. I'm kind of in traffic. But some of you guys may know me. My name is Indya. I'm 24 years old. I was born in Steubenville, Ohio. I was raised in Columbus, Ohio. And now I currently live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with my husband, my 3 kids, and that's kind of who I am. Right now I'm just running a couple errands to go get some stuff done for the house, and I'm gonna go out to eat to my restaurant to eat some wings, because you know a girl loves some Wingstop. So bear with me. It's gonna be kind of a crazy day, but today I'm going to introduce and tell you guys the story of how I reverted to Islam about, I want to say 6 years ago, maybe 7. It's kind of been a long time. But so I'm going to tell you guys that story soon, inshallah. Just give me some time.
I think you should speak up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the freeway,
It's loud.
the wheels are loud.
Or maybe
But
people will get out the way.
But you're riding in style, though.
I'm always right in
You want to tell
style.
them about the car?
No, I do not. It's hard and got nothing to do with my life.
Yeah, this that Audi, baby. Stop playing games.
Oh my goodness, alright. It's not
But yeah, we got to run a couple of errands today. Then we're going to go to Wingstop, get some food. You got something else to say before you tell the story?
No, I'm just a happy person.
Your birthday.
I'm gonna tell the story in a second.
Yeah.
Man, I get so nervous, guys. I am the shyest person ever, but a lot of people on my Snapchat ask me to, just tell the story. But I'm so shy. I'm one of the shyest persons ever. I don't like to talk when I know people are watching me. It's in my purse here.
Let's see that wants her juice.
Okay.
You want your
beautiful.
juice?
So, yeah, I'm originally from Steubenville, Ohio. It's a small little town, very, very small, in Ohio. So, my mom, before I was born there, but then we moved to Columbus. So, I would say I'm originally from Columbus. I don't know, but wait, did I say I have a sister and brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell them now.
Well, I have a sister and a brother. My little sister now is 20 years old. I have a 9-year-old brother, and we live a pretty good life. Not wealthy, I would say, but we wasn't dirt broke, My mom was a single mom of me and my little sister just at the time. We lived in Dublin, Ohio, which is a nice community. But my mom kind of had her own little thing going on, so I kind of helped take care of my little sister. Wait a minute, sorry guys, this car is distracting me. Oh, wait,
It's kind of dim today. The sun is not out. It's not raining.
It's just.
But anyways,
ugly.
back to the story.
Wait, do you know what exit I'm gonna get off? Why is his truck open?
I don't know. But keep going.
But yeah, so I had my mom made us go to Sunday school, church, what you want to call it, church. Like on Sundays, we kind of went on like Easter. We weren't too big in church. Well, my mom wasn't, so that means we wasn't. But we went to church on Sundays and on holidays. But I paid attention, but I wasn't a good payer attentioner. It's not a word, but I never got the concept of what they was just teaching. It was just, I don't know.
Did your mom dress you for church?
Oh yeah. I was at my Sunday's finest.
Did you wear a tutu and stuff like that?
I had cute little dresses and my little stockings and, you know, your cute little shiny shoes. So I was cute. It was always cute to go to church because, you know, churches, I swear, churches, you go there and look good and you make sure that people be like, drag it up from Cedar.
No, you can keep going.
And you can make sure people be like, oh, Tasha's daughter was, and her other daughter, they was looking real good at church today, huh? Let me get an amen. But no, I always look nice. My mom, she liked the dresses. Maybe that's where I get dressed in my voice from. But anywho, so we went to church. I kind of never got the main concept of what they was teaching us because I swear, and I may be wrong, but like every 5 years a new Bible comes out. So who the hell is writing the Bible? We don't know. I don't know. I didn't get it. But anyway, so yeah, I went to church. Kind of grew up in the church. Wasn't too in the church, but we were in the church.
Let's get off at 7th.
7th Street.
Anyways, you guys, we are in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The weather's not looking too lovely today.
Okay, anywho, so we went to church here and there. My mom, she was a single mom, so she had to work 2 jobs. And it was kind of hard for her, so she had her own little thing. I ended up going to foster care twice. Me and my sister, we have different dads. So my sister happened and was lucky enough, and I'm grateful that she got to go with her dad. She didn't get to experience the foster care life that I did. When I say I was home hopping, I was home hopping. I got placed in 2, like my permanent place was 2 people, but I had to visit like 4 people to get placed in the people that I got placed in. The first person I got placed with, her name was Miss Robinson, and God bless this lady, man. She was like so sweet to me. She took me in like as her daughter. She already had 1 daughter originally, and she was just really sweet. She wasn't like when you see foster care, you just be like, oh dang, it's gonna be crazy. This lady, she had a big, beautiful house, and she had a husband and a dog, and she was just really, really sweet. Like I was truly grateful for her. But anywho, so I was in foster care at that time. My mom got herself together. I got placed back with my mom. We were living in life. Do I turn? Oh, it's
Well,
here.
that's supposed to be.
But anywho, so we're living an okay life. Oh, it's about to turn right. We're living an okay life. My mom, she finally got herself. My foster mom actually had a car like that.
Your foster mom had a Mercedes Benz?
Yeah, it was an old one.
That was an old one though.
Yeah, it was really, really. That's how hers was. It was really, really old. But anyway, so my mom got her stuff back together. I got placed back with my mom. I kind of grow up. I kind of go to school, whatnot. No, they ain't just walking across the street. Oh, dang, is she gonna bring her baby across the street too? Okay, girlfriend.
We're in downtown Minneapolis right now. It's a little ghetto on this side of town.
Yeah, it is.
You know, we don't live in the ghetto though.
But anyway,
Back to the story.
I went to school. My mom got herself together. She moved us to a nice little neighborhood. We went to all-white school. There was like 10 black people in that school and whatnot. I had a nice teacher. There was 1 black teacher. She was my favorite teacher.
So for the people who don't know about foster homes, so when you were in foster home,
I was the first one
twice.
twice.
So after your mom got things together, you went back home with your mom. But
I went back again
then you went back again to foster home
to a different lady.
To a different lady. So tell people about the experience of being in a foster home.
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you this when I went to the second foster home, because the first foster home I went to, it was the bomb. It was
the first foster. So why didn't you go back to the same lady?
Because the foster care don't work like that. You can't go back to the lady. And then when I went back, my foster mom, she was done. She
Didn't accept children anymore.
Yeah, she was just trying to live her life. She was trying to travel and whatnot. So
do they put you
where they want to?
Where they want to? What if the person is like a different religion? If you're a Muslim and they put you with Christian people, or if you're Christian.
Problem.
So if you go to a foster home, they'll put you anywhere.
Anywhere they want to.
But does the person have to be stable? Does the person have to have a nice house?
They don't have to have the nicest house, but they have to have a house. And you have to have only 3 kids allowed to a a bed, but every kid has to have their own bed. So, I mean, 3 kids to a room.
To a bedroom.
Yeah, but everybody has to have their own bed. When I was in the black lady's house, Miss Robinson, it was me and another white girl, but she came like 5 months after I came. So I already established my relationship with Miss Robinson. She was like
So
my best friend.
boys and girls will sleep in the same bedroom?
No, boys can't have the same. But Miss Robinson only took girls.
So Miss Robinson only took girls?
She only took girls because of her daughter. She didn't want her daughter with no guy. She had a daughter that was my age. We were in the same class. I ended up going to school there with Miss Robinson. Let me fix it.
It's jammed. Traffic
Let me fix
is
it.
jammed, you guys.
I'm gonna fix it. You mean fix it?
Azila's not feeling too well.
You don't want me to fix it? Don't take your earrings out. No, that's not. Oh, you're making me mess up.
All right, so boys and girls are not allowed to be in the
boys and girls are
same
not allowed
bedroom.
same bedroom. But she was really nice. So anywho, so
But like, not you haven't experienced nothing bad. But
not.
can it be possible? That I'm saying, like, can it be possible that foster parents can be horrible to the children?
Yeah, they were, like my last foster mom. But I know a lot of kids that were in foster care. Some of them got raped. Some of them got molested. I just happened to get lucky. But some of them got molested. Some of them, their parents didn't starve. Their foster parents starved them. They only ate like twice a day.
So foster homes can be either a good thing or a bad thing depending on the person you live with. You can't report them as a child. You can't tell. Don't you have like a counselor?
You can, but they don't really believe your bull crap. You know, but anywho, where did I leave all of that? I left off at yeah, foster care. So I was in foster care. I was in 2 different homes. My first home, it was really good. I got back with my mom, and my mom was doing pretty good, getting herself together. I was going to school. I was going to a little white school, and I ended up meeting Omar on my 13th birthday. On my 13th birthday, you know, it was in the weekday, like a Tuesday or something. It was like a Tuesday or something. So I went to the mall that Saturday. And in Columbus, Ohio, everybody goes to the mall on the weekend. At that time, we were growing up. Everybody goes to the mall and they walk around in circles, not doing nothing, just to kind of meet people and whatnot. So I happened to meet Omar, and he asked for my number. I didn't give him my number because I told him I didn't give my number out. But I didn't give him my number out because my phone wasn't on. My mom couldn't afford to pay my bill, so my phone was off. So anyway, so I met Omar. We were kicking it. I talked to him here and there as much as I possibly could because I didn't have no cell phone. My mom had a cell phone, but she was working 2 jobs, so she was not home a lot. It was just me and my sister at home. We didn't have no house phone. So I met and I seen Omar when I could. Oh, never mind.
I will do it. I'm
Okay,
gonna give you.
went talk to Omar like when we could possibly, kind of like on the weekends. At the time I was 13, so from like 13 to let's say 14 and a half, me and Omar couldn't see each other as much because you know, we were only 13 or 14. We didn't have no money. We didn't know how to get around. My mom was busy. His mom was busy, so we didn't have no way to get around. Now, come 14 and a half, we kind of learned. Our friends told us, you know, buses will take you here, there, wherever you kind of need to go. We learned how much it costs. I think it costs like $1 something. Would you say $1? $1.50? $1 something?
Yeah, somewhere.
So yeah, so we find out how to get some money. We used to catch the bus, but we kind of didn't have nowhere to like kick it at actually. So we used to like just kick it at McDonald's, his friend's house, kind of anywhere we could possibly just see each other. And we wouldn't see each other for like hours. We would see each other for like I would say an hour tops, and then I had to go because it's getting late and it takes like 2 hours to get back to where I was going on the bus and for him and whatnot. So we kind of just kicked it and we became best friends. He was my best friend.
Oh yeah.
And now let's skip to I'm 15. I'm 15 years old. Omar's still living with his mom. I'm still living with my mom. And I happened to get pregnant at 15. Wait,
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
was-
into the GPS.
We was really young.
Yeah, I happened to get pregnant at 15. Guys, don't judge me, okay? It was just how it was meant to be. So I get pregnant I'm 15 years old. I'm pregnant. I didn't find out I was actually pregnant till I was 3 months pregnant. I went to the doctor. Well, my mom took me to the doctor because she told me that I was pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant. She told me I was pregnant. And at the time, I was living with my mom's friend. Thank you. I was living with my mom's friend, and my mom was like, well, you know, what's she need
You
there?
can use it. It's okay.
I think the GPS came on, that's why. Let me see. She's gonna put it through your thing. Yeah, the GPS came on. 690. Okay, sorry, Mom. Sorry, guys. So my mom told me I was pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant. My mom told me I was pregnant. And she was like, you know, well, I'm gonna just take you to the doctor, just get you a womanly checkup. I said, okay. So we get a womanly checkup. And the doctor comes in and was like, oh, did the nurse tell you that you were pregnant? And I was like, oh, no, they didn't tell her she was pregnant. She better not be. And the doctor's like, well, you know, her urine test came back and she actually is. So we're just going to take, an ultrasound to see if the baby have heartbeat, kind of get an estimate to where she is. And my mom was like, oh, I don't know what y'all doing all that for because she ain't going to have this baby. She's 15 years old. So the doctor was like, well, we're just going to do it anyway because it's, it's part of our procedure. We have to. So they take the heart, they take the ultrasound thingy, and there was this cute little dot. It was so cute. And the heart was beating at the time because I was 13 weeks. It was beating. And it was like, oh, well, it's only one. And I'm like, oh, well, thank you. I'm glad it's only one and not two, huh? So my mom was upset. She was like, 1 or 2, you still ain't having it. So she told the doctor that I was going to get an abortion. And the doctor told me, well, if I tell, this will help me out. See, this will help me.
Stay a second.
Okay, thank you, Yankee.
Wait.
The doctor told my mom, if she happens to tell the abortion people that you are forcing her to get an abortion, they will not take, they won't do it. So my mom's like, well, she ain't stupid, she ain't gonna do that.
The second lane.
So I took that and ran with it. So the whole time I'm pregnant, my mom's upset. She's down my ear. She's like calling my aunt because my aunt is a really wealthy one in our family. My aunt was like, oh yeah, how much it cost? My mom's like, well, she's 13 weeks, so it should be like 1,200. And she's like, oh yeah, I'll pay for it. So I told her, I don't know what you guys are taking and calling each other and saying what you guys gonna get paid and not paid because I'm not having an abortion. I just can't do it. At the time I was Christian, but it just didn't feel right to me. I was like, well, I'm not gonna get an abortion, Mom. Remember the doctor said, if I tell the people you're forcing me, they're not gonna do it. And she's like, and I will beat your fucking ass. So I told her, once you pay them and I go in there and I say I don't want it, she's forcing me, you don't get your money back and I still don't get no abortion. So there's no point in you wasting $1,200 when I'm going to tell them you're forcing me. So she was upset. She was mad.
But they was just doing that because they're like, okay, she's young, she has a bright future, she's in school.
Yeah, I was a track star.
She was a track star, so they kind of just did it to kind of
help my
to
future,
protect you.
I didn't want it to help my future. I felt like I had this. I just always wanted the little kid to love me just because my growing up wasn't so bright. It wasn't so great. So I told her I wasn't getting an abortion, yada yada. I was still pregnant. She was upset. I wasn't happy because I was 15. I was more scared, but I was happy that she wasn't forcing me to do what I wanted to do what I didn't want to do. So, what I wanted to do what I didn't want to do. So she ended up wandering off again, and then boom, I get placed into my second foster care, and I'm pregnant. So this lady, she lived out in the middle of, I didn't go back to my first lady. Remember my first lady, I told you she was nice, she was a black lady. She left the map. I still talk to her, but she was like, sorry, Indy, they won't let me take no more kids because I already turned in my notice. It's gonna take too long to get renewed. So I go to this lady, man, she lived like 60 minutes away from where I lived at. She lived like on a farm. Her house smelled like shit. She had a bird, 3 dogs, and 4 horses. And her water was well watered. The water, it just felt slimy on your body. And I'm just like, I'm pregnant. I gotta be here. I was devastated. I'm just like, remember, you tried to sneak me in the cell phone? Remember, like I got to come like to my mom's house or something. You sneaked me in the phone, or you found some way to call me, and I wasn't allowed on the phone with the lady.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the lady, she was mean. She had a husband, and they were just like mean people. She would tell me, like, for breakfast, you'll eat like toast and 1 egg. I don't know what you think of pregnant person.
I can't believe they give people like that, like, the opportunity to be a foster parent. I mean, even though most of the people do it for the money, right? They get paid to be a foster parent.
Yeah, you get money out of it, yeah.
Most of the people do that, but somebody got to be out there looking at the type of position, the type of house, the type of lifestyle that person.
She had a nice house, but it was like a farm type of house. It was just whack. And for like breakfast, we ate 1 egg and a toast. I don't know why she think a pregnant person was supposed to eat 1 egg and 1 toast. I was hungry for lunch. We ate like noodles, just plain noodles.
Forget that old lady. She's probably dead right now.
No,
carry on.
She's probably not dead. No, wait, don't tell me to carry on. Wait, she used to make me clean out her horse cages, and her horse used to have big.
Why was it your responsibility to clean out her horse shit and pig shit?
It was like supposed to be my chore. Me and her got into it, yada yada. But I wasn't with her for long. I was with her for like, thank you, Daddy. I was with her for like
2 months.
Yeah, a month and a half, 2 months. So boom, I get back with my mom. My mom still, now she doesn't have her own house. My sister's still with her dad. So we were staying with my aunt, and I ended up talking my mom and my aunt into letting me stay with Omar's mom. Remember I stayed with you guys in your mom's house?
Yeah, that took a lot of
begging and, come on mom, there's no room here for me and my son to live here, yada. So anyway, she lets me move in with Omar's mom, and then that's when my kind of life kind of went up. I moved in with Omar's mom. She was feeding me some good food. I was eating chicken,
right. I was happy.
I was more nervous because at the time I still was Christian. I wasn't Muslim, and Omar's mom still had her like, oh okay, my hair still out. So, but I was nice. I was respectful. She'd ask me sometimes, my husband's about to come home from work. Can you please cover up? And yeah, I don't mind. Let me just cover real quick. I mean, I stayed in the rooms half the time because I was shy, but I wasn't like off the top, But anyway, so we stayed with her. Stayed with your mom. I was used to take your mom's car, and we used to drive ourselves to the doctor's appointment. Did you have a license?
I think I had a permit.
Oh, I don't know.
But yeah, I remember. Damn, this is like 9 years ago. But we were little. We would go to our doctor's appointment
by ourselves,
and we would like look forward to seeing the ultrasound or the heartbeat. And I felt like
life was good. Started getting better.
Man, like at 15 years old, people were at school or studying or doing something.
I dropped out of school. I ended up getting my GED later, but at the time I dropped out because I was already going to this foster home, living with my mom, living with my aunt, living with this person. So in the whole time before I even wanted to drop out, I was in and out of schools. So I dropped out. I was just living with Omar's mom, trying to go to my doctor's to make sure I was taking these prenatal vitamins, doing everything I could for the baby to be healthy. And this person better let me know if I hop out.
But anyways, life wasn't perfect because we were still living with my mom, and just different religions and different
so then we
cultures.
Had the baby. Omar was there, my mom was there, and labor was good, yada yada. That all happened. After we had the baby, we were still living with Omar's mom, and I went back to my mom's house and with my aunt, just because I feel like my mom could help me. She was like my mom. She could help me the way I felt like I needed to be helped with my son and whatnot. So then Omar's aunt calls and tells us, we should come visit in Minneapolis.
Well, this is the main key of the whole story because we were just chilling in Ohio trying to figure out what to do. We were 16 years old. We had a baby. We didn't have a job. We didn't have nothing,
Flat broke.
So just a random random call from my auntie who lived in Minneapolis, Minnesota at the moment, and we were in Columbus, Ohio. She gives me a call and she says that I should come out there for a vacation.
You should show your face while you talk.
Just to see, you know, what life was in Minnesota. So then, kind of did that. So yeah, you wanna tell them what we did after the phone call?
We got on the Somali bus. It's like this
So
little...
yeah, we didn't have enough money to catch the plane, so we had to take like.
No. We did catch the plane.
Did we?
We did. Me, you, and Akeem. We did. Yeah. Because Akeem was like going on one, or he was one.
Oh, and then my dad picked us up from the
Yeah,
airport.
your dad picked us. We did catch the plane.
Oh yeah, so I don't know what happened. I think somebody paid our ticket,
Yeah.
but we end up going to Minnesota. And this was like 8 years ago. My first son was 1. 8 years ago, we cast a flight, and this was India's first time on the airplane. I mean, for me, it was like 2 or 3 times because I used to go back and forth to see my dad when he lived in San Diego. But
I was scared.
for
on
India
that
and my
plane.
son was like the first time.
It was dirty.
But it was a wonderful experience. I was happy. Like we went from like not having nothing to, living together. Because it used to take forever to see each other. We used to catch the bus to see each other, and that used to take 2-3 buses. And then we went from that to living with each other. But we were happy. We didn't have money, but we were just happy that we woke up together and went to sleep together.
Yeah,
So it's just the little things in life that really,
Are you so happy going to sleep and waking up next day?
yeah. I mean, I think since then we never went back. But anyways, we touched down in Minnesota. This is about 8 years ago, and this is, all due to my aunt, my father's sister.
And your dad helped us.
Yeah, I mean, my father spoke to me too, but it was mainly my aunt's idea. And even though she wanted to help me, she knew I was going through some stuff. She just never mentioned anything like that. She just said, like, just come out here and just hang out for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and whatever. But anyways, we get off the airplane, and then my dad comes.
We're gonna just your dad comes to pick us up, and this is your exit.
Yeah, my dad comes to pick us up.
We go to your dad's house at first.
We just go see my dad, and then we stay with my aunt.
Yeah, we stayed with your aunt for a little bit. We kind of went back and forth.
Yeah, like my aunt was there for us, my dad was there for me, so we would like, sleep over on both of their houses, and they were both supportive. We were kind of like homeless, but we were young though. We were like 16 years old, you would say?
Yeah, no, I would say we're like 17 now.
Yeah, we were 17.
We were 17.
But my father was trying to help me get a job, and he had his own business, so he was like teaching me how to do his business. But you want to talk to him about, I mean, we had to like
kiss ass.
Well, we had to do what we have to do to just like live with people, but we had to get married.
Oh yeah,
because our religion. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, so Amar's dad talked to me. You guys, is haram for you guys to be living in the same household and not married and sleeping and whatnot next to each other. And you guys, so he said, you guys are just gonna get married. It's nothing bad. Don't you want to marry him? I'm like, yeah, I want to marry him. So he's like, the way we do it as Muslims, we just go to the mosque and talk to the sheikh guy. I think I pronounced it. I never pronounced it right. Talk to the sheikh guy, and he's gonna marry you. He's gonna ask you how much you want dowry. Is that how you pronounce it, dowry?
Yeah.
Dowry. And after that, you guys are gonna do a little bit of talking, and you have your 3 witnesses, and then
the sheikh was just confused though, because he's seen how young she was, and he's seen that she wasn't a Muslim, and he was like asking questions like, what is her parents and things like that. But we had to explain to him that we are not from Minnesota, we moved from Ohio, and that her parents were Christian, and she she's working on converting in the future. But
we went, and these guys didn't look out for me. They didn't make sure I looked spectacular. I look like an orange. They gave your dad, because his dad sold outfits, and he sold nice outfits. For some reason, I was only 17, so I picked out something regular, but now that I look back at it, wallahi, it was so ugly. I had on this orange, silky.
I think you should park over there somewhere.
Okay. I had on this orange silk skirt with the matching silk orange, bright orange, guys, bright orange.
Well, it's a
hijab.
Hijab. It's a matching hijab, whole set.
Man,
My father
looked
asked
like-
her what color do you want to wear, and she picked out orange.
Why? Why would I do that?
And she looked like a pumpkin.
I did. Wallahi, I did. It was ugly. But anyway, so we go there, we get married, we're chit-chatting. Okay, car. We're chit-chatting, the guy married. They said, how much you guys want dowry? I think I was cheap. I only said like 3,000 because I knew we was broke. And your dad
Take that
said,
off your neck.
your dad said, don't say nothing too low and don't say nothing too high. So I was like, 3,000 is okay with me and whatnot. And so yeah, we got married like that. We walked out of there. We felt good. We hold hands. We didn't hold hands.
Yeah, I mean, it felt good that we were moving on. You know.
So that was our marriage part. We got married really quick. Nothing major. No nikahs. No big wedding. I mean, I personally didn't want to have a wedding because my family's Christian. They want fried chicken and collard greens and macaroni and cheese. And Omar's family want, but he's boss that wouldn't work in here. So yeah, that how we got married. I still didn't convert. I'm still this Christian lady living with the Muslim people. And Omar's dad, he was cool with it. He was just like, oh, I'm about to go to Dubai. I'm gonna buy you this new design account. I'm gonna buy it for you. New scarf, new abayas. Just try it on. I'm trying it on. I'm like, I'm looking kind of nice, but I was still respectful. Even though I was a Christian person, I would wear my scarf like in a turban. I wouldn't wear it like how I wear it now. I would just wear it in a turban. So like when I'm going to the store with him or going to Carmel, he would feel some type of, okay, not like, damn, she walking next to me. Because I already had pants on and just shirts, so I would just wear my little turban type of way. And now I lost my train of thought. What I say?
So he used to buy you different type of abayas, different type of dresses to kind of convince you
to convert.
Well, he didn't want you to convert at the moment. He just wanted you to cover up because you were wearing pants and, you know, your arms were showing a lot, your hair was showing. So he started giving you like small things to just kind of get you comfortable with wearing.
Yeah, he bring me cute little, like at the time the design was all the sequins on the like the arm and on
Arms
your
stuff, yeah.
on your bias, and that caught my attention. I'm like, oh, this is nice. So I'll wear it like as a robe. I wouldn't wear it like as an outfit. I would wear it as a robe. So I'm just wearing it, you know, and I like that it's fluffing in the wind when I'm walking. I'm thinking I'm like Beyonce or something when she wear her kimonos and stuff. So I kind of got used to wearing it day by day. I would wear it more and more than I would wear like an abaya and a skirt. Then I
So, I mean, what would you say about covering your hair, though? Was that a big thing to you? Because some girls be like, my hair is too nice to be covered up.
Yeah and no, it wasn't a big key to me because me as a black girl, you know, I wear my scarf to lay my edges, and I always had like a scarf on here and there because I'm like, you know, I ain't doing my hair today, and I will wrap it like in a circle, so I wear a scarf. So I was always kind of used to it, but I wouldn't say it was a hard thing. I looked at it like, damn, I ain't got to get my hair done as much as I did, because I used to always have my hair done. Like, my hair used to be laid. Remember my hair used to be cute? Was it cute, though?
Mm-hmm.
So I used to always have my hair done. So I'm like, it saved me time getting my hair done. I ain't got to go to the salon or find my homegirls to do my hair. So I was like, hey, if I could just throw this scarf on, put my hair up in a ponytail, I would be good to go.
So when did you start trying to convert, or why did you convert?
I don't have a specific reason of why. I get asked that a lot. Why did you convert? I don't know. It was something that was in my heart. I felt like I didn't convert because of Omar. I would say I felt like he got put in my life to help me, show me to Islam, but I didn't convert for him or nobody else. I don't have a specific reason. It was just something that it felt right to me to do. So that's
Did you think moving to Minnesota helped convert? Like, because Minnesota has a lot of people, a lot of population of Muslim people here. So like, you would see a lot of people covered up.
Yeah, I like that. You would see a Muslim doctor. You would see a Muslim bus driver, a pharmacist. You would see they're everywhere. So I like that you would see. It's not like, oh, the Muslim community is so small. You know, y'all like a bunch of nothing, and you just see everybody else regular. In Minnesota, you see them doing everything. You go to Walmart, they're a pharmacy. You go to Walmart, they're a cashier. Go to the doctor office, bus drivers, city bus drivers, construction workers, whatever. So I was like, oh wow, you know, there actually is a lot of little Muslim people around here. What are you doing,
So how did your converting take place?
Well, Omar's dad got me some books. I don't know where he got them from, but he got me some books. And I wouldn't let them know that I was reading, and I kind of was into it. But like when everybody be sleeping and I ain't got nothing to do, I finally put my first son to sleep and he's just laying down relaxing. I would peek through the book and I'll read a little bit of something. I'm whispering like it's like I'm still there at nighttime. I would read a little bit of something. Oh, that's nice. Oh, you respect your mom more than you respect your dad. Okay. Because to everybody in the world, women don't have no place in Islam. They think we're just nothing. So for me to read something that say like we are kind of up there, you got to respect your mom 3 more times and you got to respect your father. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. So anyway, so I'm just reading stuff here and there. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay, all right. But I didn't let nobody know that I was into it. I didn't want them to know. I just wanted them to be like.
So when did you tell somebody, and what happened?
I don't even know how I told somebody. I think I woke up one day and I told you that I wanted to convert, and you about jumped up to the moon.
Yeah, I remember.
I just like, you
and then I told my dad.
Yeah.
That my dad had the biggest celebration.
Yeah.
He told like
the world. And your
like
dad's very popular.
4,000 people, and there was so many people at the mosque. It was on a Friday.
Oh yeah.
And talk about the experience when you were in front of like, I would say like 2,000 people.
I was like and
people were hearing you too. I'm talking about everybody in the building was like 5,000 people. Yeah, because
I was on a microphone and they recorded me for TV.
Yeah, so they were recording her on TV.
Man, it was a lot.
And there were like 1,000 people watching her, and then like 3,000 people in the building hearing her from the microphone in the building. It was like a mall, like the big mall.
The Somali mall.
And everybody was like clapping for her and just, you know, giving her a welcome.
That Friday, Indya, this Christian girl, was going to convert Muhammad Ali's daughter-in-law.
And that's what kind of like made it exciting, because they knew who my father was, and they knew his son had a black wife who was Christian,
who was always known at that.
and they always seen us together.
With our little son.
And then when you was converting, so what was the experience when you were reading like the Shahada, when you was repeating after the guy?
I was so nervous. Omar's two cousins came with me, Shilhan and Maroon. They were like my support being, and Muna. It was three of them actually. They were like my support being. Before we went in there, we were practicing, and I could not say some stuff properly. So I'm like, guys, I'm gonna look so stupid doing it. They're gonna be like, she didn't even practice. She don't even know how to pronounce it. And so everybody was just like, all these old ladies, they were hugging on me. It was just like a warm walk on life. They was all hugging me. Some ladies was crying. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna cry too. And it was nice. I'm repeating after God. I said it properly. I said it more properly than I thought I was gonna say it.
So why didn't we go back to Ohio? Because we were just here for Minnesota for vacation.
There wasn't no life in Ohio.
Yeah,
I called my mom and told mom. My mom was more happy that I was staying. She didn't know. I didn't tell my mom I was converting. She was more happy that I was staying because at the time my mom didn't have her own house for me and my son to live at. So she felt like, okay, you're getting a secure house home. Your kid is eating. You got a nice. Everything's going good. So if you want to stay there, be my guest, India. Stay there. So
that's how we came about being in Minnesota.
So yeah. So after I took my Shahada, it was really nice. Everybody was hugging me. I'm getting kisses from people I don't even know.
And again, up the ladder, up the step, going up.
Yeah, so we moved to where we currently live at now. I'm not gonna tell you my location, but we moved there. And now life, alhamdulillah, wallah, is so good. It's everything. I couldn't ask for no better. I'm just chilling.
Could you imagine the life you're living now when you were in the hospital and they first told you, you were 15, they told you you're pregnant?
No, I didn't think I mean, I knew I wanted to make the best out of my life being 15 and pregnant and a mom at 15 with just a boyfriend. But I couldn't imagine it being this good, wallahi. I knew I was going to make something positive just because I had the little kid to watch after. But I didn't think it would be this perfect, this everything, happily married, 3 kids, don't want any more. And I had that in there.
Do you think Islam changed your life? Do you think your life would be different if you were still Christian right now?
Yeah, I think it would be very different. I was like more of the turn up person. I wanted to turn up. If I could turn up, I'm gonna turn up. So Christian is just, you don't have no rules. You don't have nothing to obey by, or you don't have nothing to put fear in your heart. Like, you're gonna get dimpy if you do that. So I would have turned up.
Or the day of judgment, you'll be judged.
So I would have probably been a hothead. I mean, I was already trouble in school, getting suspended and whatnot. So I think Islam changed my life. Well, even my mom to this day, she tells me, I know for a fact, she always tells me, I feel as I let you down because I didn't get to show you supposedly who Jesus was. But I'm glad you chose Islam because you're a good wife, you're a good mother, and now you're even a better daughter because me and my mom, we didn't see eye to eye. We bumped heads a whole lot. Now me and my mom is best friends, so she feels like Islam brought that out, which it did. So I totally feel like Islam changed my life for the better.
What do you think about the dress code from being a Muslim and not being a Muslim?
I mean, Christians really don't have no dress code. You kind of wear whatever you want to wear.
Okay, so since you became a Muslim, you've been wearing a scarf ever since, right?
The scarf don't leave me.
So you've been wearing a scarf for about 7 years now straight? Yeah. Never left without it? You never left.
I'm the person, when I do my makeup, when you're in your house, you do your makeup without your scarf, and I'd be like, damn, something does not look right. Did I not put my wing eyeliner on right? Like, what's going on? But then I'd be like, okay, forget, I gotta go. When I wrap that scarf on, woo, your girl is 5-star, okay? I need this scarf. It's a part of my look. It fits.
Can you go a day with your hair open?
In the house?
Outside?
Hell no, I couldn't. Wallahi, I couldn't.
If I told you right now, take your scarf off and walk.
Heck no. Like, I recognize a lot of people, and I'm not shaming nobody. When they go on vacation, they're like, oh, nobody knows me, so they take their scarf off. Me, when I've been on vacation, I make sure I pack my scarves. I didn't take my scarf off not one time when I went on vacation.
Well, that's because you have a million scarves that matches your skirts.
So, but some people are born and they can take it off. Me, I just can't take it off. I feel truly naked. Well, I feel so naked without it.
So what would you say to the people
that wants to convert?
Yeah, if someone's watching you right now and they're thinking, should I convert? Should I not? Something, I know there's a lot of things you can say, but what's something simple you can just tell them?
I would say follow your heart. Everything's written for you. You're not making a decision on your own. It's already written for you. So I would say follow your heart. Read
And
about it.
everyone is born a Muslim.
Yeah,
People just choose
that's why
to
you revert.
become Christians or whatever,
You get
and then
baptized and stuff.
when you convert back to Islam, it's just called a revert because everyone is born a Muslim.
That's
Not
right.
everyone believe that,
Yeah,
but
that's how it is.
everyone that Allah created, which is
Is born.
every single soul, is
Even
born
the
a Muslim.
animals, guys. But anyway, so I would say read about it. Don't do it. I have a lot of new followers now that they want to do it because their boyfriend is it. I didn't do it because Omar was
Yeah, I
Muslim.
mean, when you do that, and
Because one thing people don't know is a Muslim guy can marry a Christian girl, so I didn't have to revert for Omar. I could have still been his wife,
yeah,
Christian or Muslim. So I would say for a girl, think about what you want to do. Are you ready to cover up? Because I know I was once I read about it. Are you ready to pray 5 times a day? Because Christians, they don't, you don't pray 5 times a day. So are you ready to take out, you may be watching your show at the park, going home, whatever, cooking. Are you ready to stop and say, okay, the adhan went off. It's time for me to pray. Are you ready to pray 5 times a day? If you can't answer those 2 questions, then I don't know. I don't tell you. You just got to follow your...
Eastern Mall in Columbus, Ohio. This what, west side, north side? I don't know. But anyways,
North side.
life had changed so much. Now
life is good for us, alhamdulillah.
the most important thing is being humble, being happy, and
Well, the
always.
most important thing is praying.
Well, can I get there? Being humble, being
That
happy,
should be first.
praying, always asking Allah for forgiveness, and always asking Allah for a better life.
That's right.
Now you can't ask for a better life and be out doing bad things.
I don't ask for a better life. I ask for me to make it to heaven and have a good life there, okay? Because I ain't trying to go to hell. So this life is not forever. You're not going to live this life forever. These cars ain't going to die with you in your grave. Or neither is your
Right,
bank
everything.
account. So me personally, I just ask, keep me safe here in this dunya. And, in the hereafter, let me be chilling. Let me live good. Like, don't get me to the hellfire. Get me up there. That's what I ask for personally. And I ask for my kids, to be right there with me. And guys, please, 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 let's all make dua that my parents convert to Islam. I tried. My dad, my mom, she didn't even try to hear it.
I think
But
your dad has a better chance
Yeah, my mom.
than your mom.
My mom is hot. So if you guys can please do that for me, everybody keep my mom and my dad in your prayers. Let them come to Islam. And my sister. My sister, don't forget my sister.
And your
my
brother.
My little brother. My rest of my
He's
family.
only 9 years old right now. But anyways, thank you guys for watching.
That's my
How you make
rebirth
it.
story. Yeah, it is.
Even if you're going through a struggle in your life, never, ever, ever,
Give up.
ever give up.
That's right.
And if you love something, stick
Go
to
for
it.
it.
Stick to it. Go for it. Don't say I love it, but my family doesn't want it, or I can't,
Yeah, that's
because
what one of my fathers
just
said.
just love it. If you love it, if your heart tells you this is the right man, this is the right woman, but she's this, she's that, go for it. Things don't
A
change
lot of people need
overnight.
to stop like, my family's not gonna approve
Things don't
of it.
change overnight. You have to work on it. I
That's
went
the bad
through
part.
so much on, trying to convince my mother that this was the right woman.
Man.
Yes, she's Christian. Yes, she's this. Yes, she comes from, this
high
background.
Those
But mom, one day you're going to be thankful. And my mom is happy. She comes to visit us.
Yeah,
We send them tickets. India's mom comes to see us.
Mom can see me every
Every December she comes out. She hangs out about 2-3 weeks. We take them out. We buy them things,
Kick it.
Alhamdulillah. And, now we're traveling. We went to Mexico, Cancun. We went to
So now, we travel
Rosarito.
by ourselves. Somebody asked me that, why don't you guys take the kids? Because out of the whole year, guys, wallahi, believe me, my kids don't spend night at nobody's house. Nobody
Well,
watches
the kids
my
are
kid.
with us 24/7. So
I deserve
once
7
a
days to
year,
myself.
we go out for 7 days, and we have India's mom watch the kids, and we just go out.
And that's the only person who watches my kids.
And make sure to watch our vlogs about Cancun. We got a vlog out. And every time we go out, we're going to vlog wherever we go. Our next trip is probably